Welcome to the Viva network training course. Today we'll be looking at Unit 3, which talks about network platforms. The unit focuses on 5 key areas: leadership and staffing of a network, accountability policies and systems to guide the network, strong membership of a network, local fundraising, balancing network programs and network development. We'll kick off this unit by talking about leadership and staffing of a network. Each network needs a strong and sustainable platform in order to grow the impact it can have on churches and the children it is serving. Each of these sections are essential to ensure that networks have strong platforms from which to build deeper impact. Leadership and staffing. Leadership in networks differ from leadership of an NGO, church or government department. Networks as life-giving entities require leadership that is forward-thinking and developmental. As networks grow, they may need to change or expand leadership to adapt to the changing needs of a network. At all times, a good network leader needs to have a clear sense of calling and direction and the ability to work collaboratively, engaging others in the work and positively supporting to grow the capacity of the coordination team and the network as a whole. Having a network coordinator who oversees the work of a network helps to facilitate the network's continual growth and improvement. Each network should appoint a network coordinator who can commit to promote network growth and keep the network focused on the vision. The network should find funding for the coordinator to work full-time for the network, either through regular funding or in-kind gifts. For example, having somebody who can work voluntarily. Most leaders don't have all the required skills to run a successful network. The coordinator should be supported by at least 2 extra people to form a coordination team. Balance of skills and roles across the coordination team should be explored to ensure the leadership team is effective, supportive and developmental. The coordination team can take the lead in design of programs and funding applications, but should, where possible, aim to work with others in the network, such as action group leaders, to ensure that more are engaged in the program, and to hand over to the designated action group to manage delivery. The coordination team will grow and develop as the coordinator draws in volunteers to help share the load and benefit from complementary skills and experience. The team is not to be seen as a hierarchical structure, but a team all serving one another equally based on mutual trust, love, commitment and support, as a picture of a body of Christ united in purpose and recognizing individual gifts, skills and calling. To support clarity in work, all members of the network coordination teams need job descriptions, and we've given examples, and that document their roles and relationship to the network. Action groups. The coordination team must engage networks to build smaller action or working groups where members with similar interests and work focus can work more closely to develop activities they can do together at little to no cost, and start to develop program outlines that can be used in proposals. It's good practice to encourage all members of the network to be part of at least one action group, to be building and implementing a joint strategy with others, helping children. These action groups can take the lead in running network programs and reduce the load on the coordination team. New network participants should be directed towards an action group that most relates to the focus of their current work. In that way, members of the action groups will have common understanding and experience. This enables the new participants to engage and contribute to the network in a practical and immediate way. Effective leadership of action groups leads to an active membership. Steering group. So a good steering group can open up opportunities for the network and ensure high standards in their work. The steering group should support the coordination team as a guardian of the network priorities. It's their job to ensure that the network works together to fulfill the vision and mission of the network. A steering group should be a council of advisors to help, support and guide. It should never be a board of governance that sits with power and authority over the network, controlling its affairs. Made up of individuals with a wide range of skills and experience, they support the coordinator by ensuring high standards of professionalism, accountability, and introductions to a wider field of stakeholders. The steering group should include people who can promote and support in fundraising and programme management, with different members being appointed to more closely oversee and support specific areas such as fundraising, finance, safeguarding and child protection. At different seasons of the network, different skill sets will be needed in the steering groups. As such, there will be a process of periodic review where steering group members and network coordination team leaders assess what is needed in the steering group and who new should be approached to join the group. At the same time, some steering group members may have given all they need to and can be released to leave space for the newly defined need of expertise. This looser approach helps the coordinator to ask different people to join the steering group at different times to contribute their skills and experience. So what are some of the competencies we need from a steering group member? Well, they need to be excited by the vision of a network and able to communicate it. Respected for their own work and the manner they conduct themselves. Able to advise and mentor. A proven ability to deliver on plans through contracts. An experience of managing large numbers of staff. A proven ability to address the needs of partners and participants. Experience in financial and legal accountability. Knowledge of managing partnership-based contracts and addressing conflicts of interest. And finally, knowledge of how to engage with key people outside of the network, including city, national, governments, and church representatives. And let me finish with a bit of a checklist for leadership and staffing. Just 4 points. So a team of 3 people in the coordination team that includes a full-time coordinator with a defined job description and documented relationship with the network. The other 2 members may be volunteers. Functional action groups with coordinators that are an extension of a coordination team with clear goals and aspirations. Steering groups that mobilise resources and contacts, in addition to fiscal and pastoral care with members who have clear roles. And finally, a periodic review of steering group membership to adapt to the changing needs of the network. Thank you for listening today.